Hello, and welcome to the May full moon goddess moon magic video. How has your moon cycle been? I hope you have planted your desires deep into the womb of the universe, meditated, visualized, and most of all, I hope you have at least begun to release what you no longer need so that you can see some magical manifestations, either around the full moon or sometime during the month of May, or, it will deliver itself to you at the perfect place and at the perfect time. The most important thing is that you do the work, that you make your desires known, plant your seeds spiritually into the cosmic womb of the universe, and that you really put the energy into energizing what you want and magnetizing what you want to you. So, in this full moon video, we are going to talk about Yoni eggs and how you can use a Yoni egg to help you to magnetize your desire or whatever you're working on. It may not even be a desire, it could be a more internal desire. Like I said in the last video, personal desire, something that you would like to see manifest in your heart or in your spirit, or it could be something in your life, something physical like a car or a new apartment or anything. Okay, so I'm just going to talk for a brief minute about Yoni eggs because I have more information on my website in which I talk about the origin of Yoni eggs and what they can do for you and how you can develop your relationship with your Yoni egg. So, first of all, Yoni eggs. It is a ancient, very, very, very ancient, sacred, divine, feminine art. It originates out of the Taoist tradition in ancient China. And originally, only the women of the royal court in China were allowed or knew about the secret of the Yoni egg. And the women who used the Yoni egg were basically considered to be immortal because they had tapped into their sexual energy, and they realize that sexual energy really is spiritual energy, and they learn and they master the technique of transforming sexual energy into spiritual energy and lifting it up, as well as tapping into the fountain of youth, which is basically rooted in chi, right, or jing chi, which is sexual energy and life force energy as it transforms and moves through the Taoist energetic cultivation system. So I won't get too much into that, but the point is that it is an ancient practice, and it's become very popular in this new age, new day and age. A lot of people talk about the Yoni egg. I would have to say, if I have to say, a person who really brought these practices to the West in the modern era, it is Mantak Chia. And I definitely recommend you reading his books. He has a book called Healing Love Practices, which gives a lot of information about the Yoni egg and how to use it to cultivate your spiritual and sexual energy. I also talk about it in my book that I have coming out this month, yay, as well as other work that I do in my workshops and in my retreats and things like that. So anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. So if you have a Yoni egg and you have been using it for a while, or you would like to order one or get one or begin to use it, you can find one on my website. But if you already have an egg, what you can do is you want to think about the intention that you set during the new moon, right? Whether it was something like you wanted to manifest more confidence, more courage, or as I said before, something physical like I want to manifest a car. So what you can do, if you have several different stones, like, a lot of Yoni egg users have been using several different stones. So this is a jade egg, and I recommend beginning with the jade egg first because it's a very gentle energy, it's very soothing energy. Also, historically, this was the primary egg used. And if you think about Chinese culture, jade is the most prized stone. It represents abundance, healing, and it also heals the heart as well. Chi, life force energy, represents all of those things. So depending upon what you want to cultivate, you would choose a different stone, a different Yoni egg that represents that, right? So let's say, for example, I'm going to put the jade egg down. Let's say you want to cultivate during this full moon a connection to your inner goddess, your soft feminine energy, right? Because feminine energy doesn't have to be just soft. It could be, the wild goddess, whatever it is that you want to cultivate, right? But let's say you want to cultivate, let's say you've been, working a lot and really, focus on your career, dealing with your family, doing all these other things that basically make you have to be very external, very active. And let's say you want to soften that. You want to be able to receive and be able to, just feel soft and sweet and feminine, which every woman wants to feel that way sometimes. So egg I would recommend is the rose quartz egg. This is actually my favorite stone. Like, I love all the stones, but rose quartz egg is really just like a bubble bath for the soul. So let's say you wanted to cultivate your soft, feminine magnetic energy. You would get a rose quartz egg. On the night of the full moon, what you would do is you would cleanse the egg. I recommend doing that by boiling water. Don't boil the egg, and putting the egg in something like a mug or a ceramic bowl. You would then pour the hot boiled water over the egg, then add sea salt. So what the hot boiled water would do is help to sanitize it, and sea salt will help to clean it energetically. In case you were working with the egg prior to that night, or it was handled by somebody else. Basically, the eggs are crystals and they pick up energy and they transmit energy. So you want to clean it periodically if you have an egg. So that's how I recommend cleaning it: boiled water, and sea salt. Let it sit in that mixture for a while. Take the egg out, clean it out, wash it off. And what you would do is you would speak your intention into the egg, because some people actually believe that the crystals are actually beings and that they emit very high level frequencies. And this is how we can use them. Like, they're very, very, very ancient, connected to the energy of the earth, because they come from the earth, right? As do we. So you would speak your intention into the egg. You can hold it, you can meditate with it. One thing I love to do is I put it underneath my pillow at night, and I'll speak an intention into it, and sometimes it brings me dreams. So full moon night though, what you can do is speak your intention into the egg, put the egg outside in the full moonlight. So what I do is I have a bowl, and I'll put my eggs in the bowl, and I'll open my window, put them outside in my window. Nobody really trying to take my crystals. So I haven't had any issue with that, just leaving them out, side, kind of in front of my windowsill overnight. And I get lots of moonlight, so it's a very perfect, space for that to happen. So I let it sit outside in the full moon. I let it soak up that energy, and next morning I take it, rinse it off because it gets a little dusty, little dirt, dirt outside in the window, things like that. So you can rinse it off again, clean it off again, and then you can put the yoni egg inside of your yoni. And yoni is a Sanskrit word for vagina, meaning divine womb or sacred passage, sacred space, right? The yoni, or the vagina, in India and the Tantra tradition, is literally considered to be a temple or an abode of the goddess. And in fact, different parts of the yoni actually represent different goddesses in the Tantra tradition. So I won't go all the way into that because that's not what this video is about. But anyway, so as you have your yoni egg inside of your yoni, whether you're going to, I recommend at least sitting and doing some Kegels with the egg, practicing for about 15 minutes that day. Or if you are an advanced practitioner, or if your yoni, your pelvic floor muscles are strong enough, what you can do is just keep the egg in all day. And if you're at work, or you're driving, or you're on the bus or the train, you can actually think about your intention and, visualize it and do little squeezes with the egg. And just really notice how you feel throughout the day, really putting your intention out there into the universe. Especially on the day of the full moon, the energy is really, really, really magnetic anyway. So I just want to do a little video on how you can tap into the full moon energy with your yoni egg, have some yoni egg magic. Some people even have sex with their yoni eggs, so that's another way that you can energize the egg even further. It's a very, very powerful ritual. So these are very powerful techniques. Definitely do them with clear heart and good intention, because you're putting your energy out into the world, and whatever you put out definitely is going to come back to you. So you want to put out good, healthy intentions that really, are not set out to harm anybody. So this is my video. I'm getting kind of long now, so I'm going to go. So happy full moon and happy manifesting. If you manifest anything during this moon cycle using this process, hit me up either on Facebook, letgoletgoddess.com, let me know. Or you can even email me, info@letgoletgoddess.com. Once again, if you need an egg, I have lots of varieties on my website. Just go to letgoletgoddess.com, click Yoni Eggs. You'll find more information about the Yoni Eggs and all. I didn't even go into everything that it helps to, alleviate or heal. Lots and lots of stuff. You can check that out on my website. And if you want to order a Yoni Egg, or you need a different kind of stone, this is red jasper, you can do that. And all my eggs are drilled, which really help with advanced tantric and sacred sexual exercises, which I will have to go into in another video, or come to a workshop. Okay, enjoy your happy full moon manifestations.